Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day. It's Gord amongst the clouds. Yeah, I've got the fog up because I've got the fog in. I've actually recorded this 3 times now. Usually I just, I'll cut that piece out. But no, twice I've recorded where it's just gotten so jumbled that I decided to close it. Here, let's move that fog out of the way. And, bitter batter, friends. Let's get at her. How y'all doing? I'm doing okay. Today, minus 13 with wind chill, minus 18. We are looking at, let's have a look at the week to come. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow, minus 13 with a high of minus 4. Saturday, minus 3 is the high. Minus 8 is the low, not too bad. And by Sunday, up to 1, and Monday, 6 degrees. So here we go again. I've had a migraine for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Every time it seems to disappear, it comes back full force, and it's been tough. It's been really hard. Why did I cancel this video over and over and keep re-recording? Well, probably because I was getting too political. And when I start getting political and I plan to put it on my regular channel, I get all nervous. I get all nervous because I don't want to fight with you guys. I don't want to argue with you guys. I don't want stress in the comments, but sometimes certain things need said. Most of what I was going to share is going to be posted in Patreon tomorrow or the next day as a hippie unplugged. Remember, you can always see these links up here. Hippie Unplugged is where I just let my hair down. I just talk. I don't do any special editing. There is no little hippie bus flying across. There is no little jokes. There is no little known facts. There is just the hippie and his opinion. Educated opinion, but still just an opinion on current political situations. The only thing I was trying to get across today is I spoke a couple of days ago about how I felt better watching Trump's press conference when I heard of him getting General Motors to start making respirators. Then Ford came forward and said, we're going to do it too. And then My Pillow coming in and saying, we're going to retool and make thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of masks. The private industry coming forward with their own money, not asking for subsidies, asking for approval. You know, that is a time when we gotta say, my friends, capitalism is working. So I'm going to leave it there. If you do want to comment, we'll have a bit of a discussion about it, but I don't want to get too deep into it because I see that there are some positives. Look at how Canada, with our socialized medicine, somewhat socialized medicine, were able to stay on top of this and not have it absolutely explode. The US, it kind of exploded in a few areas, but they have unique situations like New York that has the entire population of Canada, the world's second largest country, in one city. So, of course, things are going to be difficult there. But then, I mean, look at the private enterprise. The Army Corps of Engineers built a hospital in New York because it was needed, built a 2,900 bed hospital in 3.5 days under Trump's orders. So the government is coming to the people and helping them. That's good. private enterprise that many socialist people say we don't need are coming to the people. That's important to know, that these companies that everyone not everyone, that the media left and the woke left, so I'm not including most of you, were admonishing capitalism for its high profit. Let me just tell you, if these companies had not had such a wonderful last bunch of years in a new environment where they were making good money, and yes, socialist people were saying, shame, they shouldn't make so much money. If these billionaires and millionaires and companies didn't have that profit base from which to operate, they would not be able to do what they're doing right now and putting millions, if not billions, into getting ahead of this curve and saving lives. It's not a time for nitpicking and saying, yeah, but if all that money had maybe gone to the government could do just as good a job. Well, let me just give you one example. About a week ago, President Trump said, gee, in a press conference, I just saw it, gee, I wish that you would think we have a lot of good liquids out there that do sterilization, that we should be able to sterilize these masks and reuse them. And the media, the left-leaning media, trumped him for that. Oh, look at him with his magic liquids. It would be really good. No, I'm not going to do a Trump. With his magic liquids, you know? So they mocked him. But right away, a governor from one of the states called him up and said, we have a company that has that ability, but FDA won't approve them. Bang, a few phone calls, the FDA approves them, and they now have machines. I spoke about a couple of days ago that they were moving out machines. They now have machines in 3 centers, and within days they will be cleaning about 400,000, sterilizing 400,000 masks a day in the United States. And this will just expand more. And by opening it up to private enterprise, all of a sudden some companies have come forward. Yesterday they said they have this new testing kit that can provide test results within 5 minutes. And it's not so obtrusive as the older tests. Then today, a company comes forward with one that'll test and accurately and provide result in 2 minutes. This is what happens when these companies have that excess profit. They need that excess profit for when they have to do something quick. They can do it. They are limber and able. So it is nice to see. Yes, we need the government there too. That's a hard thing for an anarchist like me to say, that I'm seeing the role of the government clearer than ever is in providing oversight and protection in partnership with a private enterprise that has the money, the ability, and the limberness to move quickly where government has never been able to do. So we're seeing, both in Canada and the United States, a really good marriage between those two, and they are passing on these discoveries, these changes, these surpluses of equipment to those countries that can't do it. So somehow they're going to end up leading the world in solving this and calming it down. It will stay around for a long time, but they will be able to handle it from that point forward. So, you can go too far on the freedom scale, you can go too far on the social scale, but I've always said somewhere in the center is most of us who believe in this more symbiotic relationship between government and private enterprise. and the people. It's actually a three-way. My friends, that's all I got for you because, as I said, I am battling this and I can't even think too clearly about it because my mind keeps shooting away from the subject that I'm trying to speak of. So I think it's time for I have a couple of kind of strange ones today. 1 in 200 men are direct descendants of Genghis Khan. And I find that absolutely amazing. The Mongolian emperor was known for siring many, many children, at least 11. That's not that many. I had a neighbor that had 15. But anyways, scientists conducted a study in 2003 which showed that 1 in 200 men share a Y chromosome with the conqueror. This may not sound like a lot, but you should consider that there are roughly 3.7 billion men on this planet. Therefore, that makes a total of around 19 million men that are ancestors of the great Genghis Khan. That's kind of amazing. I wonder if I'm one of them. And I really don't care. But it's funny. And next one. This may not surprise you. Russia ran out of vodka celebrating the end of World War II. Yes, if you ask someone to name things that are quintessentially Russian, they'll probably say winter, communism, and vodka. It should come as no surprise that after being punched almost all the way to Moscow by the Nazis and fighting them back all the way to Berlin, they were pretty elated when they heard the news of the Third Reich's fall. Jubilation and street parties engulfed the Soviet Union, lasting for days and days. Even non-drinkers saw this as a cause to join in with the revelry. That is, until the nation's vodka supplies ran out a mere 22 hours into the celebration. I have a feeling that may be their major supplies, but I've been out there. They all have their own supply, their own made stuff from potatoes and other. They could even, they showed me, make vodka from sawdust. Check it out. Google it. I don't lie. Friends, peace and cheers, love and harmony. We will catch you on the other side. Peace.